All right, so I watched K-pop Demon Hunters. I made a video talking about it the other day and how it was doing crazy numbers, breaking all of these K-pop, chart records here in America. I watched the film. Honestly, it freaking slaps, dude. Holy crap. Honestly, I totally get it. There are not a lot of songs in this film. There's only really 5, but damn it, dude, they go crazy. From the start, dude, with freaking how it's done, you're like, okay, I get it, dude. This is crazy. Obviously, a lot of songs there, but we're not just here to talk about the songs. In fact, if this video gets 100 likes, I'll make another video ranking all the songs, giving all my thoughts, a full breakdown, full musical analysis of these songs. But honestly, this movie was such a breath of fresh air. You absolutely should watch it. If you're longing for another classic Disney musical, you can play the songs, you can listen to, you can show it to people, recommend it to people, saying hey, the song slap. This is the best animated musical I will say we've had since Encanto. It's better than Encanto in my opinion. Taking it back, dude, it might be the best, musical animated film since Moana, dude, and that's a long time. That's almost a decade ago now. I forgot that Coco came out after Moana, and Coco's better than this. I just wanted to preface that. No Coco diss. The songs are better in this because there's not that many in Coco, but Coco's just the better movie. Put that out there. Imagine watching Wish after this. Moana 2 after this? Come on, dude. You gotta hate yourself. Why would you do that? The songs are absolutely crazy, but this is not a album. This is a movie. As good as the songs are, they have to work within the context of the film. Even more so, the characters, the story, the themes, all of that has to work too, and it does. It's just a really good film. The characters are great. It's really funny. Multiple times I laughed out loud. I wasn't belly laughing, but I was like, haha, that's good. Funny stuff. I like that. More of that. More of that. Make me laugh. Make me chuckle. Good humor. Like I said, the characters are great. The animation slaps. Sony has absolutely been slaughtering the game when it comes to animation lately. Obviously, we can talk about the Spider-Verse films being the biggest pioneers of this new era for animation. Everyone's copying them, and rightfully so, because the animation style is beautiful. And this, while similar, it is still different. It's not as good as Spider-Verse, but also those are big theatrical films. This is just a streaming film, so it's not going to have as much effort, as much budget, obviously. That's the worst part about this movie, that I couldn't watch it in theaters, dude. That would have been so freaking sick. I would have loved to witness the finale of this film in theaters, dude. Holy crap, that would have been so sweet. This is not a spoiler review in the slightest, so I'm not going to spoil the end of the film. I will say there's a few things there that, trip it up a little bit. I'm not the biggest fans. I don't hate it, but there's one big character choice I don't think was executed as well as the rest of the film. But something I do really admire about this film is how it doesn't try to bait you with a big twist, right? There is no big twist in this film. There are things that are important. There are things that are being kept from certain characters, but the film makes those pretty clear from the start. Obviously, Rumi is a demon as well. It's not a spoiler. They reveal it in the first 5 minutes of the movie, but I like that they reveal it instantly. I like the fact that they show our main characters that Jinwoo is a demon from the start. A lot of other films would be let's make them get close. Let's make them become friends. An hour and a half in, uh-oh, he's a demon. What? No, they find out instantly. They find out he exists. They find out he's a demon 20 seconds later. They immediately have that clash. I really like that. I'm not going to go too much into this because I'm making a whole villain review on Jinwoo on my other channel, but I do think this film is a really good, subtle critique of the K-pop industry. We hear a lot about K-pop and the singers and the people involved like that. The mental health, dude, of these people, sometimes it's really rough because these images are so curated. They're so manufactured. Do we even know these people outside of the songs and the dancing and thing like that? Do we know these people? What do we know about them? And obviously we don't have to know everything about them. I think that's a problem with celebrity culture in general, is that everyone has to know everything about everyone. But it's when they are curated by these big companies, these big conglomerates to become as marketable as possible, it's hard to I think, form similar attachments that we do to them as we do to other artists who might be, you know, a lot more open about that. And I will say, I've gotten into K-pop the last year. I've made that, you know, known throughout the last few videos I've made about K-pop. Suddenly I'm a K-pop channel. I'm not, but I'm making just videos talking about this. A lot of times we don't learn more about the artists and their real struggles and things like that until they branch out from their big, you know, parent companies, the ones that they debuted with and all this stuff, because they're allowed to say what they really think. And I think that the commentary that Rumi in particular has for the K-pop industry and, you know, what it's like to be these people who are often, I'm assumed, taught to hide these insecurities, hide these faults, not to show them. Dude, crazy. There's one scene in this movie that I thought was hilarious. I was like, I laughed, and then I was like, oh, that's sad. That's really sad. Is when the three girls are looking at the city and they're all banged up. They're all beat up. And then Ken Jeong walks in. He's like, what's up, girls? And then they like take a second. They all hide. They put makeup on. And then they turn around looking flawless. And they're like, hey, what's up? That's sad. Obviously, they're trying to hide the fact that they're all cut up. And that's not good, because why would they be cut up? But still, it's deeper than that. I mean, look at Rumi's face, dude. Come on now. But you know that's how it is. That's crazy. The characters are great. The animation is great. The fact this is the first film for the director is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm down for it to get a sequel, but I don't want them to force it, right? Obviously, take your time, find an idea that works, and release the damn film theatrically, dude. Release it theatrically. I'll be pissed, dude, if the next one doesn't release like that. Give me a Blu-ray of it so I can buy the Blu-ray. I'm gonna listen to the music. It slaps, dude. The songs really are slap. I made a funny Letterboxd review on my Letterboxd. You should follow that. And I was like, damn, dude. Disney is officially getting out musical, dude. It's crazy. For obviously, Spider-Verse was like, you know, Disney, get out of here. Scram, kid. Go watch your mid-Pixar movies. It's like Sony and DreamWorks right now. DreamWorks have been that dog for a while, though. And now Sony's like jumping into the musical space, out musicaling Disney. Oh, brother, y'all in trouble. Dude, Disney animation, I'd start to panic. They gotta be panicking because of this movie. They have to be. Sony's outclassing them in like every single way. They gotta beat DreamWorks first. They thought DreamWorks was their big competition, and now all of a sudden, bam, Sony jumps in there. Spider-Verse, this movie, the freaking Machines, Larry and the Machines, whatever that movie is called. I didn't watch it, but I heard it was good. It is crazy, man. Wow. Never would I think the freaking Emoji Movie, you know, Outdoor Season, whatever that movie's called, that studio would be slamming Disney, crushing them into the ground, bullying them, stealing their lunch money. It's wild, dude. It's crazy, but I'm here for it because these movies are slapping. Like I said, I really recommend this movie. I think it's really good. If you like K-pop, even better. If you like musicals, best case scenario. Is it like the best film of the year? No, it's not. Still Sinners. Still probably will be Sinners for a while, but it's a really good film. It sucks that it wasn't marketed more. It sucks that it wasn't theatrical. So go watch it so that we can get the second film released theatrically if the second film ends up happening. Anyways, that's the video. Thanks so much for watching. Like I said, hit the like button and I will rank all the songs, do a full analysis. And I got a lot of thoughts on those songs, dude. Your Idol, Golden. This is what it feels like. This is what it sounds like. A lot of bangers, dude. Talk to you later though. Hit subscribe. Bye.